Hi friends, welcome to my channel. If you are new to my channel and don't know what my channel is all about, please go and watch my channel's trailer. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Also, don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notified regularly. This video is for all those of you who are curious about programming in 2021 but still confused with programming languages. So please watch it completely. So let's meet JavaScript. We all know that computers are incredibly powerful machines which are capable of performing amazing feats like playing competitive chess, serving thousands of web pages, or making billions of complex calculations in less than a few seconds. But deep down, computers are actually pretty dumb. Yeah, computers can only do exactly what we humans tell them to do. We tell computers how to behave using computer programs, which are just a set of instructions for the computers to follow. Without programs, computers literally can't do anything. So this is quite interesting, right? Even worse is computers can't even understand English or any of our languages. So computers also should have some language in order for us to speak to them, right? So computer programs are written in programming languages like JavaScript, Python, Java and many more. You might have heard about JavaScript before, and some of you may also even used it, right? The JavaScript programming language is used to write programs that run in web pages. This JavaScript language can control how a web page looks or make the page respond when a viewer clicks a button or moves the mouse. All the sites like Gmail, Facebook and Twitter use JavaScript to make it easier to send emails, post comments or browse websites. For example, when you are on Twitter reading some tweets from any of your favorite people and you see more tweets at the bottom of this page as you scroll down. So that's where JavaScript is in action. So this is how all the sites which you use every day will use JavaScript. So at a high level, this is about JavaScript. So the next question which we all have is, why JavaScript? JavaScript is one of the most trending and fast growing languages in 2021. Just have a look on this annual survey of Stack Overflow. Results say that 70% of developers use JavaScript. So as a developer student or a learner, how can one start with JavaScript? In this video, I will make you run through the quick and short guide on how to begin with JavaScript. Moving forward, once you know the basics of JavaScript, we'll go deep into the topics and discuss more about JavaScript and also incorporate them in game design, web design and try to do all the projects accordingly. So next comes the basics. Like every other programming language, one has to learn all the basics of JavaScript. The first and foremost is data types. JavaScript is a scripting language for the web. So it has its own data types. So what is a data type? A data type in a language defines the type of data a variable can hold. So major data types used in JavaScript are numbers, strings, boolean, null, undefined and symbol as shown here in the video. There is also syntax shown in the video. A number can be declared as variable var a is equal to 250 or var a is equal to 25.5, that is for decimal number, or var c is equal to 10e4, that is for the exponential number. So we will learn this in detail in the next videos. So a string can be declared by enclosing in either double quotation, single quotation or in backticks as shown in the video. Next data type is Boolean. Boolean you might have heard in other languages also. This will have only two values, either true or false. And the syntax is as shown in the video. The next is undefined. Undefined means no value is defined for the particular variable and it can simply be declared as var a. And the next comes the null. So don't get confused between the undefined and null. We will go in detail in the next videos. Null means the value has nulls. That means it is neither spaces nor any value. It doesn't have any value. It is nulls. It is just null. Major thing we have to learn in any programming language is about loops. So coming to the loops in JavaScript, there are mainly for loop, while loop, do while loop, for in loop and for of loop. Coming to the for loop repeats the block of code for specified number of items as shown in the video. So if you want to be a good programmer, you should not repeat the code. The main thing any programmer should possess is you should not repeat the code. So these loops help us in order not to repeat the code, and by using a single line we can code the things which we want in a single line of code. So that is where loops come into picture. The next loop is while loop, which repeats the block until the condition is true. And the next one is do while loop. There is a difference between while and do while loop. Do while loop also repeats the block until the condition is true, but condition is checked after executing the code. In while, condition is checked before executing the code. Don't get confused, and we are going to learn this in our coming videos. The next two loops are for in and for off. These are some of the recently added loops, and we shall learn more about them in detail at a later point of time. Next comes the conditional statements in JavaScript. There are mainly two condition statements in JavaScript, that is if else and switch. If else runs certain code if the condition is met, whereas switch takes a single expression and runs the code of the case where the expression matches as shown here in the video. The next and most important topic is arrays and array functions. We all know arrays. We might have learned arrays in C, C++. Don't worry if you are new to programming. You will be learning this in the next videos. So arrays are the special variables which can store more than one value at a time. And some of the important array functions are shown here. They are push to add an element, pop to delete an element, delete to delete an element from the index, slice for getting data from some index to other index, sort, and many more. We are going to learn about all these array functions in detail in the next videos. The next concept is strings and string methods. So some of the string methods are shown here in the video. They are, if you can slice the string into like if you want to get only some content from the index, you can slice it accordingly. You can replace the string, you can split the string into two ways. Yeah, you can do many things, and these are all the string methods which you can use in JavaScript. And the next is functions and advanced array methods. Functions in JavaScript are declared with the keyword function. There are also other type of functions. They are arrow functions. One of the most popular JavaScript topics is arrow functions. This is very powerful method. This allows us to write short syntax as shown in the video. Some of the advanced array methods are filter, map, and reduce. This filter mostly is used to remove some data by mapping it in a function. The method map is used to map the array with the function, and reduce mostly used with accumulator to perform some mathematical operations. So every one of us should know about these array methods in order to perform multiple data structures. The next and the major thing which we have to learn is object-oriented programming. And JavaScript supports OOPS methodology. we'll learn this. We learn what the concepts of OOPS and what is object oriented programming in the coming videos. Here are some of the terms related to OOPS methodology, that is class, constructor, inheritance. That is, class is like how you structure the main structure for creating the object, and constructor is the function called by itself when objects are declared, and inheritance is when one class inherits the properties from the other class. Some of the examples with syntax are shown in the video. Then the main thing and one of the other main concepts in JavaScript is DOM manipulation. With HTML DOM, you can change or manipulate any HTML element in JavaScript. So we are going to learn this in detail in the next videos. We can access HTML elements using document keyword in JS. Some of the DOM methods are get element by ID, query selector, get element by class name. There are a lot other DOM methods, but only the mostly used ones are specified here. So we are going to learn everything in detail. The next is event listeners. We can add event listeners to perform some action when something is done. For example, start timer when button is clicked. Hence we can add click event listener to it. So on clicking the element, the function runs. The whatever function we give, it will run accordingly by clicking the mouse or by clicking any button on the screen. There are lot more other event listeners we are going to learn in future. Apart from this, JavaScript has also a lot of other powerful concepts like closures, iterators, generators, and JavaScript also supports asynchronous methodology using callbacks, promises, async and wait, and JSON, etc. So we are going to learn everything in detail. And coming to the next topic, these are some of the JS DOM manipulation projects. As a beginner, you can just simply create a calculator, a form for validation, and you can just do some API fetches. You can just, as a beginner, you can just do Spock and Rock project. Yeah, if you are an intermediate person, you can just try to make some quiz games, hangman games, typing games, etc. And as an advanced JavaScript developer, you can just create some more high-level multiplayer games, drag and drop games, etc. So these are some of the applications or projects you can do as per the level of your understanding. So finally, as shown here, there is a lot more you can do with JavaScript. There are a lot of frameworks for front-end and back-end development. Frameworks like Node.js, React.js, Vue.js, AngularJS, and a lot more. One can opt to become a front-end developer, back-end developer, or a full-stack developer if you are very good with JavaScript along with HTML and CSS. If you want to build mobile applications, React Native is there to fulfill the demand as well along with JavaScript. You can also build desktop applications using Electron.js, and you also have TensorFlow.js for machine learning and AI. So now that you know the scope of this programming language, that is JavaScript, make sure you start your JavaScript learning journey with me. From the next video, we shall start learning each of the above mentioned concepts in detail and also learn how to incorporate them in game designing and web designing. I hope this video helped you to understand the importance of JavaScript. Stay tuned for more videos.